Breaking news on a tragic air disaster. Last year's Air India Flight 171 crash, which claimed 260 lives, wasn't a technical fault. Investigators now believe it was an intentional act by the pilot in command, Captain Sumit Sabharwal, who allegedly turned off the fuel switches. This shocking conclusion, revealed in Italian media, states the Boeing 787 Dreamliner disaster from Ahmedabad was deliberate. While Indian authorities are yet to comment, preliminary findings and black box data point away from mechanical failure. Reports also suggest the pilot may have been suffering from depression. The final conclusion is expected to undergo a political evaluation. What's your take on these grave findings? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on. Imagine one of the world's largest, driest deserts actually fighting climate change. That's exactly what's happening in China. For decades, the Taklamakan Desert was considered a biological void, but a massive human-led effort has changed everything. China has been planting billions of trees around the desert's edges as part of its Great Green Wall project. This ambitious ecological engineering, which just finished encircling the desert in 2024, has transformed its periphery. New research reveals these green zones are now absorbing more carbon dioxide from the atmosphere than they emit, turning the desert into a stable carbon sink. This incredible feat shows that even extremely arid landscapes can be transformed to help combat global warming. What do you think about this environmental breakthrough? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on. France is grappling with heightened political tensions after a tragic death in Lyon. A 23-year-old ferrite activist, identified as Quentin, was fatally beaten last Saturday. He was reportedly providing security at a protest against a hard-left conference when he was attacked. This incident has drastically escalated friction between the ferrite and radical left in France. President Macron has urged calm and restraint, condemning the unprecedented outburst of violence and stressing that hatred has no place in the country. An investigation into aggravated manslaughter is now underway, with calls for increased vigilance at all political gatherings across the country. What's your take? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on. Russia just took a major hit to its air defense capabilities. Ukraine's security service, the SBU, announced they've destroyed half of Russia's crucial Panzer air defense systems. These aren't just any systems, each one costs up to $20 million and is vital for countering Ukrainian long-range drones. This systemic destruction has a massive strategic goal, making Russia far more vulnerable to long-range strikes. It opens up opportunities for Ukraine to hit military bases, airfields, and other key facilities deep within occupied territories in Russia itself. This follows other recent Ukrainian strikes, like hitting a valuable Nebo-U long-range radar station in Crimea and a major Russian arsenal. What's your take on these developments? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on.